How to apply Symbiotech PROTECH to a natural snakeskin boot. Symbiotech PROTECH is the world's most advanced leather and vinyl protectant. Now, in the box, you are going to have a 15 ml bottle of PROTECH and an applicator. The applicator has a barrier between, so the product will not soak through to the other side of the applicator, which you'll see in a minute is important. So you're going to start by folding the applicator into force, like so. It doesn't matter what color you choose. You're going to shake your bottle and then open it, and you're going to prime one of the leading edges, just a little bit right here. Now I'm going to start by doing a small test spot in an inconspicuous area just to check for color fastness. Now, PROTECH is safe on any leather or vinyl surface, but if it's really dehydrated or really light, sometimes you can have a slight darkening effect. So to ensure color fastness, just do a small test spot in an inconspicuous area on the boot. I usually do just the very top of this area, but I knew it was going to be okay, so I did the entire area. Now, after you do the test spot, you're going to want to wait about 5 to 10 minutes just to ensure that you're happy with the look and feel of the product on your specific boot. Now, everything looks great with this one, so I'm going to start the application process. So I'm going to reapply a bit more product to my applicator. It doesn't take a lot. A little bit of product goes a long way. You can actually get anywhere from 5 to 10 pairs of boots out of this one 15 ml bottle, and up to 12 months of protection from stains, scuff, minor scratching. With full soak technology, it protects like no other product. So I'm going to go in the direction of the snakeskin because snakeskin can be very delicate and I don't want to lift any of those scales. So PROTECH will help to introduce a little bit of moisture and make it softer, but during this first application, I want to go in the direction with the scales to ensure that I don't lift or damage any of them. I'm going to add a little bit more product here, and I'm going to do a thorough application around the entire boot. You don't have to slather it on, you just need a good layer. Now, PROTECH is proprietary full soak technology, so it's going to breach all the way through to the base layer and protect the entire layer of material. I'm really going to pay attention to the toe box, as that's the area that's going to get the most potential for damage. I'm going to work to the back here and again go in the direction of the scales. Now, if you're not working with a boot that has scales, it doesn't matter what direction you go. I actually like to go in both directions to ensure I get full application. Now, if I decide to do a second application, I'll go lightly against the scales to kind of get underneath them. But that's only after you validate that you can do a second layer, and you do that by doing a secondary test spot after the initial application to again ensure color fastness. Now, I'm going to adjust the applicator so that I have product on both sides of the crease so that I can get in between where the vamp and the sole of the boot meet. This is a very commonly missed area, and this area is going to get the most use as it is closest to the ground. Again, I'm going with the direction of the scales. Be very, very thorough in this area. You can also use something hard like a credit card to really get deep into that crease. Now, I don't normally do the upper of the boot, the shaft of the boot, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to show you how if you decide to. I personally don't do the upper because it's protected by my pants. It's not going to see a lot of use, so I don't feel like I need to protect it, and I would rather preserve the product for the areas that I really, really want to be mindful of protecting. On this upper, other than the areas that have snakeskin, it doesn't matter what direction you go. Like I said, typically if I don't have scales, I work very thorough, and now I'm going to let it set up for 5 to 10 minutes. And then after that 5 to 10 minutes, I got two options. I can level off any excess with the backside of my applicator or a good clean microfiber towel, or I can do a secondary test spot in that same initial area to see if this material will take a second application. A second application isn't needed, but it can be helpful for delicate materials. As you can see, after only 5 minutes, it is dry to the touch, so I can flip over to the backside of my applicator and level off the excess, or like I mentioned before, you can use a clean microfiber towel. And you're not trying to remove the product, you're just trying to level off any additional moisture that may be there. I typically don't do this, or I will wait for 30 to 40 minutes or even longer to do this. This is a curable product, so this product will soak all the way through the material. It's going to cure and bond to the material, so you have the most durable, most advanced protection possible for your fine leathers. Now let's do a side-by-side with the boot that is uncoated, and you'll see a visible difference in appearance. The PROTECH just makes the boot pop, and again, protects like no other product on the market.